welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you. Going to be reading for the lovely Aquarius. So Aquarius, I pulled out some starter cards this week because I wanted to do some meditative poetry and sit quietly and just get some words of wisdom for you. But the overall energy came out as the friendship card. And on the back of this card it says, call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. Okay. We also had the Page of Wands. This was the universe card this week, this beautiful artistry on this card. We have the Page of Swords, and we also have the animal spirit card of the hyena. So, the words that came to me when I was looking at these cards to start with were as follows. And it says, friendships give rise to complication when becomes matters of the heart. Affections for two, yet from one you will have to part. For a while you were playing devil's advocate in trying to love either one. You brought happiness to both, but soon one will be gone. Okay? So, the vibe I had picking up with the Aquarians I'm tuning in this week, there's an Aquarian who has been sort of having affections for two people, quite undecided, feeling like you've been torn. Really, your heart has been torn between two people in a relationship, trying to keep them both on a friends basis, but obviously I feel you are attracted to one more so than the other. Okay, and it's like the reality is starting to hit you now, and you're thinking, you know, I've got to be honest here. I've got to be honest to my heart, and I have to be honest to the people involved. So as I said, the friendship card came out as your sort of overall energy, and it was sort of portraying to me that you enjoy spending time with both of these individuals. Okay. And on the back of this card again, it says, call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. But see yourself clearly, there's an emphasis on that this week, as in saying, see yourself clearly going forward with one of these attractions. Okay, one of these friendships that you wish to take further. We have two sort of key players here, the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. Both have good qualities. Both think the world of you, Aquarius, and you of them. And that's why it makes the decision even harder for you. Okay, in choosing. It's like you will struggle to choose between the one more so than the other. And I'll say the one has more spontaneous, fiery, passionate energy, where the other person is really considerate, sensitive, thinks about your needs more so. Okay, you love the one because of how they like to act in a spontaneous manner, and then you like the other person because they are more grounded and, you know, a little bit wiser, I want to say, as well. But the universe is coming out with this card here because 5 is a message of change. So you've got to change your ways here. You've got to change how you are dealing with these two people. Okay, and it's showing here, put your best foot forward. Okay, put your best foot forward, because whilst you are sort of having affections for these two people, you're not being able to go any further forward. And it's a fear factor for some of you, because you're you know, it's like, I don't want to lose the other if I choose to commit to one. Okay, so there's this dilemma going on this week. And then the hyena is the dark and the light side here of the animal spirit. It's the trying to laugh it off yourself, thinking, I want to say, it's like the energy comes out as being too light-hearted. not in a laughing type of sense. I'm not going on the laughing side of the hyena. It's more of the way the card depicts the light and the dark. The alchemical sign of fire is just saying passions run high here for both sides. For both sides. So let's just clarify these cards a little bit more then. A dilemma for the Aquarians this week. Okay, now if this isn't romantic, it can mean that you have a situation, a choice to be made. You could have opportunities of two job ethics that are in the balance and you've got to choose. All I'm saying is I feel on the romantic side I was really pulled to the fact that it was a choice between one heart and another. But if it's, you know, you're not romantically inclined with anybody at the moment and this doesn't resonate in that sense, then it's just a decision you have got to make this week, where you are given a double opportunity and it's like, well, which way do I go? What is the favourable offer for me? So let's clarify the friendship card now. Clarify the friendship card for Aquarius. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so that just sort of concretes the fact that you get some reward, you get some purpose from having both of these opportunities on the table. Okay, but with the Four of Pentacles, it's saying make your choice wisely, because sometimes it's not all about the material gain. So if you have got two job opportunities, it doesn't mean to say you have to take the one that's offering more money. There could be other perks, other aspects of the job or the other job that outweigh the money aspect. So it's sort of saying, if that is the case, then just to be mindful, it's not all about the money. But obviously with the factor of the romantic side, where we've got these two people, the Four of Pentacles comes out as a little needling to you to say, well, I know that one sort of buys me more or is more generous with their money than the other party. But then again, as I said, money isn't about everything. Yes, one person could spoil you a lot by buying you things and taking you places, but then the other person gives you more with their heart and mind and body. Okay, so it's a really struggling energy this week I'm picking up with Aquarius. I would not like to be an Aquarian this week, with what's coming looming around for you, my lovelies. So let's just get a clarifier on the Page of Wands then. Energy. And we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, now the Eight of Swords comes out with their energy, as in saying they feel stuck at the moment, because I feel this one person wants to take it further, but they're unsure. They're unsure of how you feel about them. They're unsure whether this may even be the right situation for them. So this is food for thought, Aquarius, because I'm feeling that the one who is the spontaneous one, I don't feel deep within them that they want to get committed and they don't want to get tied down. Okay, they just feel hemmed in. So to be mindful of that. Okay, they might be hiding their true feelings, trying to keep you happy, and underneath it all, they might be fearful of commitment. They might be fearful in taking it to the next stage. Okay, let's just get a clarifier on the Universe card. The Eight of Swords can also be your energy as well, Aquarius, of how you are feeling. You're blinded. You feel trapped with your decision. Okay, struggling to make that decision between these two opportunities coming in. So let's get a clarified for the universe card. And we've got the world. Okay. Now the world comes in to say the decision of how you deal with this is entirely in your hands. Okay. It's a card to say this is your life and you have to structure it to how it best suits you. And if you look at this world card in particular, the person in the middle is wearing a mask. So sort of hiding quite a lot behind the mask, not being true to themselves. And it can also mean, what would your higher self do in the spiritual sense? Because look at the purple scarves here, and I always look at purple as being attracted to your own spirituality. And it's saying, what would your higher self do in this situation? What would your higher self do in this situation? So it's about making a decision here of going with your gut feeling. Aquarius, go with your gut feeling. Sometimes we get blinkered, or the clarity doesn't become very clear to us, and it's like to say, okay, I can't see where I'm going here, I can't see where this is leading. But then it'll say, it's a message to say, well, go with your gut feeling, or go with your heart. Where is your heart calling you? Okay, so let's clarify the Page of Swords then. The Page of Swords. And we have the Seven of Swords. Now that's interesting, because we've got a fox with the Seven of Swords. And this is picking up on their energy. And it's like to say they are being very cautious. Foxes are survivors. And I feel, if it's on the romantic, this person has been hurt before, because they still carry a lot of burdens. And they've not long come out of a relationship either. So that's why they play their cards closer to their chest, Aquarius. And maybe the first person is more open with you, where you feel like this person's a little bit more guarded. But that's more of an attraction to you. Okay, that's more of an attraction to you. Let's just clarify the hyena. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles here with the hyena energy, it's saying there is this decision to be made, okay, where you are going to be attracted to this one situation, whatever that may be. If that's to do with your career, a decision on moving house, a decision, as I said, on this person. But you have got to make the decision. Okay, you've got to make the decision. But it's as though you will have a plan of action, as in, okay, how much am I worth? How much am I worth to each individual? How much am I worth to each employer? How much am I worth to the buyer regarding the house? So this is sort of saying to you, you will set a test. Okay, you will set a test in order to help you get more clarity on the situation and how to move forward. It's also a card to remind you, because look at the grandeur of the peacock, okay? And then we've also got someone holding the pentacle. Remember earlier on in this reading when I said money isn't about everything, okay? It's like to say, don't let the money side of the situation attract you more than what this other opportunity has to offer, okay? Because this peacock has got his tail feathers down, so he's not showing his full potential and he's not showing what he has on full offer. So it's like a warning to say, don't just jump for the material. Wait and test the situation. So that's really cryptic, okay, and quite in depth. But I'm going to get another animal spirit card. So let's just drag another one out for you. I do feel the Eight of Swords though is your energy. You just feel stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you don't want to see the reality of what's in front of you. You're trying to keep people happy without upsetting, but in doing so you're tying yourself down without being able to move forward, okay? So the next animal spirit card we have out is the alchemical sign of water, and it's a stingray. And this is where it's saying you need to show your backbone, because the backbone of the stingray is highlighted. And I always look at the stingray as well as in the sting, because making a choice, you know, you are going to let somebody down. You know, if you refuse one job for another, it means you are going to let one side of a party down, or one side of an issue down. So hence it becomes a sting to that other person. So let's get your moon phases card for this week. Moon phases for Aquarius. And we have gratitude, okay? And if you look at this card, it's like the joining of two hands, yet there's an onlooker. So it's sort of a message to say, be grateful for the time and the choices that you had given to you. But even the moon phases are saying a decision needs to be made, okay? Where you make that choice for the one situation, for the one relationship. And even though you may commit yourself to the one person and it becomes, you know, the other person who's been left, then know to the fact that as hard as it may be for them to grasp the reality that you have made this choice and you want to move on, I feel they will still want to be part of your life as a friend on the sidelines. Because who's to say that this is going to work out? And that goes with the job opportunities as well. you could go for the one job and you may take that job and then realise, you know what, that's not really for me after all. So it's just sort of saying to you, yes, make a decision, but don't burn the bridges, and just keep that energy there for a short while you make 100% sure you are committed, okay? But in the meantime, just take the gratitude and thankfulness that of the opportunities that have been given to you. So let's get to your spirit message cards for this week from your nearest and dearest in the spirit world. What do they want to say to you, Aquarius? And we have give back. Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectation of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. Okay? And I look at the artwork on this card though. Give back. And I feel like it's give back honesty. And give back the truth of who you wish to connect with as well. And where it says reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today, it's as though someone really needs to know where they stand with you. Okay, where they stand with you. That's if it's to do with a romantic, where I feel there's, you know, your heart's within two camps and you're undecided of who to go with. Okay? But obviously on the general, give back is, as it says, reach out and touch other people's spirits. It's like to say, sometimes it's not always about taking, and we have to realise that in life we do have to give back, and it's not all about us. Okay, it's not all about us. And it's definitely not all about material things either. So that is the message that's coming through for you, Aquarius. So my lovelies, I hope you can take something from this rather cryptic message this week. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, as you could get additional messages from there. And I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care. Bye.